all in on AI agents and realizes that they're going to go and do innumerable cool tasks on our behalf connected to our wallets and executing smart contracts. So I was just replying to that tweet a few minutes ago, but it's really cool to see sort of all the intellectual capital in the space has come to sort of the logical conclusions of what the Morpheus community has been building this last year. So
For sure.
good times.
Couldn't agree more. We're seeing it all over the place in the industry with let's say more there's a lot more conversation around it where that we hadn't seen, I'd say, over the last 6 months to a year.
Yep, 100%. So, well, I mean, it's become a lot more real over the last year, right? You had open source models catch up. You had Coinbase start to release all the agent tools to connect to their Coinbase wallet. You've seen the integrations with X, all these mimetic AIs with personas going viral. Yeah, I mean, it's just becoming a lot more theoretical, a lot more visible the last few months. So it's really, really cool. But yeah, let's just jump into a quick weekly. I'm happy to go first. So, my big focus is just supporting anybody working on the Compute Rewards launch. So coming up November 18th, of course, we've got the launch of Compute Rewards. So Morpheus Compute subnets will go live. Big shout out, Kyle, for your work on getting people up the learning curve on how to basically onboard with the Morpheus Compute testnet, how to run a node. The developers have been working overtime to create new tools like Delegate so that people will be able to delegate or stake their more towards a compute provider. So yeah, just a lot of pieces all coming together. Audits are looking good from what I've seen. So yeah, I think it's all on track to go live on the 18th, but plenty more work to do between now and then. Start matching up, people that want to provide different models with the router, connecting them to people that want to use those models. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to do that bootstrapping process. But I'm really excited because this is sort of where all the rubber meets the road as far as the vision for Morpheus is, getting compute in the hands of all of these builders is a really, really key piece. So maybe we'll just use that as a transition. Kyle, you want to give your update real quick?
Yeah, sure. No, I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think it's Monday the 18th is going to be a huge day for Morpheus, kind of after setting up everything about the ecosystem so far. That's really the engine that drives it and what kind of pulls all the bits and pieces together that have been developed over the last year. So super exciting there. In terms of where are we at now and how do we get live by Monday? Right now, everyone will see that I've posted links to some of the dev branches for updates on the proxy router and the overall node. We're looking to bring that over to the Morpheus branch today, and that'll let everyone upgrade their proxy routers and get kind of on what's looking like will be the final kind of code package. I'm sure we'll have some minor updates before Monday, but we're looking to get really close to final today and tomorrow, and then do a little bit more testing over the weekend and be ready for Monday. That's from the code side. From the provider side, yeah, we're working with a bunch of different providers at varying levels. We have a couple very large scale providers who are in the middle of going through the onboarding and integration, and I think we'll have some good supply, if we'll call it that, for compute once once Monday rolls around and the node goes live. So as I've mentioned in a couple of these, if anyone is a large scale provider looking to onboard, reach out to me directly, and I'll do everything I can to help you get ready and get live.
Awesome. Sounds good, Kyle. Yeah, I presume you'll post all that kind of stuff um, over to the Discord channel, so everybody has a chance to dive through that. I've been following it on GitHub, but thanks for pushing that kind of content out to the community. It's really helpful to sort of dig it out of GitHub and put it into Discord and other channels.
Absolutely. I've been a little cautious with posting some dev branch links because, as everyone knows, development branches move quickly and aren't always production level. So uh, if you see me post a dev branch, it's probably a little bit of a be careful warning. If you see it in the main branch, then it's something that, we really trust.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, it's always good to have that granularity, but I love that Morpheus is all built in public, and you can sort of follow along every step of the way. And so people, depending on their level of technical ability, can just jump in when it gets to a point where, sort of meets their needs. But very cool. Well, why don't we pass it over to see Bo's online. Bo, you want to give us an update, man?
Yeah, sure. I just want to reiterate really quick how incredibly helpful and patient Kyle is. So, Kyle, thank you, even just on a personal level, with helping me with a few things this week. David, it was pretty funny. I was literally taking pictures of my broken code, and Kyle was helping me troubleshoot it in real time. So, just an awesome guy. Um, from my side, as far as development goes, so had a couple interesting calls this week. One of them with a sister who is a project that's working on basically onboarding as many Web 2 developers into Web 3, and particularly the AI space, as possible. And so they're creating tools that are they're leveraging AI agents or planning on leveraging AI agents to help Web 2 developers become developers in Web 3, basically. And their focus is on what they call small language models, which can be very niche and then stacked on top of each other to create larger language models. I know Kevin is also speaking with them, and I think he has a call coming up with them too, and to discuss how their builder community could potentially become a builder community, building agents that integrate with Morpheus directly, which is pretty great. Separately, I have another call today with Ruckshak to discuss the EthOS and DGen phone integration. I was talking to their team further this week, and they are highly interested in having the more local agent potentially be integrated with EthOS so that it would ship natively on the phone, which would be really awesome. I mean, getting, the device in the hands of people who are all basically automatically onboarded to our ecosystem just by owning the device would be really, really great. Those are kind of the key things for me this week. As always, if there is anything specific that I can help with, please let me know.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, I know Luke had a conflict, but I can give a quick update for him. He's been, basically going through more community content and taking recommendations. There's a ton of new stuff coming out. One thing to keep an eye out for is there's later this week, we're, I think, going to see a new dashboard for referral. So referral rewards for STE referrers went live in the smart contract. I think it was late last week. But everybody's been sort of waiting on a nice dashboard to interact with it. So I believe some of the open source devs have finished up a dashboard and are planning to push that potentially tomorrow into production. So it'd be really cool to basically just be able to push a button to create a referral link, educate somebody about Morpheus. If they stake ETH, then you get some of those Morpheus rewards. In addition, they also get a bonus on their Morpheus rewards if they use a referral link when they do their STE deposit. So I think that's really cool because it sort of expands the universe of people that can earn Morpheus rewards and creates this peer-to-peer system for anybody to do Morpheus education or websites or community events or anything they want that teaches people about Morpheus and a way for them to sustainably get rewarded out of that. A couple of things to note about that. The referral rewards are greater the longer the person that stakes locks up their rewards. So if they do more staking for a few years, it gives them a big boost in their power factor. So the people that are doing this education should be incentivized to want to attract long-term participants to the community, because the longer that STETH deposit remains in the system, the longer they're earning part of that referral reward. And it's also tiered by size. So if somebody deposits 3 ETH or 30 ETH or 300 ETH or 3,000 ETH, like there are different tiers for the rewards. So it really should create this game theory where people are attracting the largest contributors, a lot of contributors, long-term contributors, right? To use their referral link, their referral address. So yeah, nice dashboard coming together for all of that. So I would say when that comes out, definitely check it out and consider doing more Morpheus education and spreading the word and getting rewarded for it. There's no committee, there's no application, there's no approval. As per normal with Morpheus, everything is permissionless, everything is peer-to-peer. And so definitely worth checking out. But I think Luke was saying that he was gonna do a nice video of that when it comes out here relatively soon. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think there was one more update. There I see in some of the development branches, there's a cool new tool that's going to make it easier for people to onboard with providing staked ETH. Today, people have to basically come with staked ETH in order to start the deposit process. But it looks like the developers have built out a swap tool that lets somebody show up with USDC or another coin, swap into staked ETH right inside the same dashboard and interface. And I think that looks like it'll get out next week. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff all coming together between the dashboard for referrals, the launch of Compute, and then this update to make it easier for people to basically deposit any type of coin and swap it into staked ETH and sort of avoid having to learn how to do the whole Lido staked ETH step. I think will make it a lot easier for a lot of people. So yeah, a lot of cool improvements sort of all coming together piece by piece. Big shout out to Anton for all the great work he's done on the documentation. I see all the updates to the Getbook, which I basically refer people to every day at this point because it's such a sort of great graphical interface for how Morpheus works and all its different components and stuff like that. So I know he's prepping new updates to that, but the documentation is super helpful to the ecosystem. And big shout out to X, the engineers there fixed a bug that allowed for the posting of Gitbook links, and so thanks to that, we're able to get the Morpheus Gitbook out there to the broader X community. So yeah, it's been really cool the last few weeks because effectively you have these tools from Coinbase with their agent kit. You've got all the cool stuff coming out on Venice, and then you have X providing a platform for all of this for the distribution of these mimetic agents. So it really seems like those big pieces are all sort of coming together. But we can sort of keep it there unless anybody else has something they want to update on. Just wanted to jump on here, do our normal weekly sync, and yeah, a lot to look forward to for next week. Cool. Well, without hearing any ideas, we'll call it there. Thanks for jumping on, guys. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.